Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where I think Yorick just scared the United States into a peace deal. I was going to start this episode by saying that I have moved the Yorick to sit directly off the coast of New York and take some pictures of the Statue of Liberty. And the United States surrenders. Okay, cool. We'll take Liberia as compensation. Thanks. Sure, Japan. Yeah, you really want to try that, don't you? Clickety click click click. What? Oh, Suriname. Yeah, we'll attack Suriname. Of course, the government in exile. Right, where did Yorick go? Yeah, there she is. Yeah, you should be able to handle that. Assuming you can get there quickly enough. Yeah, so I moved Yorick from Freeport up the coast because she was sinking some transports, but not a lot. So I thought, let's force the issue. So I popped her right there. And, yeah, the Americans immediately surrendered. Cool, let's go take Suriname. That'll be helpful. Get a foothold in South America. But that also means that all of our focus can now turn to the hated Soviets. I keep forgetting that we own northern Finland. I don't think this offensive is... Oh, it is progressing. Okay, we might be able to take southern Finland by land. That'll be helpful. Naval invasion is continuing of Norway. I'm just trying to think, where could we hit them next? I think the obvious thing to do would be to try and help the army take southern Finland. It's not the easiest province to take, but we could try. And then I guess we could try taking Estonia, Latvia. I can't do anything about their invasion of Lithuania, but if they take it, then we could take the Baltics off them. Yes, yes, indeed. Right. Well, the war continues, and I'll see you when the Soviets come out for a bit of fighting, or we take Norway, or something else interesting happens. Alright, it's now August, and we have 3 battles, all in the same kind of area. One is this. We are close to Oslo, and the Rostov is trying to prevent us from gaining access. Quite what the invasion fleet is doing, I have no idea. But the Stalkrieger, the Mindermorgen, and the Handelsflamme, plus some destroyers, are saying that they're up for it. So, let's go. Let's go. What have you got in terms of battle cruisers? A Soviet fleet? The Soviets also, I've been looking around the map, also own Malaya, and I've totally forgotten that they own Malaya. So that'll be definitely something we can either ask for in a peace deal, or go and take, depending on how the war progresses. But I'd rather focus on taking out their Baltic possessions. Curb their ambitions in Europe. If we can direct Russia's attention to the east, it'll be better for us long term. Not that the game works like that, of course. Just role-playing it a bit. Destroying main gun, very nice. Oh, now we're getting solid hits. Just a hail of shells coming in on the Rostov. No, what did I just do? Or might actually help them avoid the torpedoes at any rate. Just off getting just taken apart here, really. Don't think the torpedoes are going to be necessary. Fate is sealed. Right. Well. Very nice. Very nice. Good. Next. Next is a one-on-one duel. Eisenwalzer versus the Graz Orlov. Armoured cruiser, anyway. The Soviet armoured cruiser is really not a match for a GK2. There we go. Oh, very good. Zero damage. Like I said, not really a fair fight. But, another victory for the Eisenwalzer, I suppose. Right, last fight. Let's have a look. We have a battleship, the Slava. Now, this ship here I'm going to come back to because I'm pretty sure that's... I think this is a Don't Touch Me. Very poorly built Don't Touch Me class. But this one, the name immediately makes me think possibly a player design. 26 knots, 6-inch guns, 3-inch guns. Also makes me think that this is a player's design. If this is your design, then Nibi Skutchbakov. Sorry, Russian pronunciation not the best. Let me know. And I'm guessing that 05 is the year. So this is, I think, a 1905 shared design. It's currently 1915. Seen the Kirk class before. So, yeah. AI just a little bit behind the times. Which is crazy, because I do keep an eye on what techs the AI has unlocked. And it has unlocked a reasonable number of decent techs. But, yeah, it seems very slow to get player designs in the water and then for you to actually face them. I mean, a lot of our ships are from 1905 as well. But yeah, straight away a hit on the Don't Touch Me. Sink you. Right, it's really the light cruiser I'm interested in seeing. Seen this type of Ganget precursor before. Fortunately, it's good enough that we can start our turn. Start firing all 20 8-inch guns at it. Starting to go through the armour now. Just so many hits on it. Is this the player design? It might well be. If so, that is glorious. What a layout! ABCN VXYZ. Yes, I approve. Very good. Yeah, that is definitely a player. Although the AI wishes it could come up with something like that. I don't think it has. It seems to have drawn some fire, unfortunately. Can you focus on the battleship, please? We'll let the other ships deal with that. Yeah, this is an AI design. This is garbage. But this I like. That's some properly fun design there. Yeah, this is the one I was interested in. Just under 9,000 tons, maximum bulkheads, no offset, very nice. Reduced beam and draft, it will mean that it's going to take a bit of damage. Good speed for the era, 26 knots. Armour is okay. Nothing too much to complain about there. 6-inch main belt, 3-inch fore and aft, 3-inch deck. It's very respectable for a protected cruiser. It's just a bit behind the times. White powder, picric acid, Crypt 1, expansion engines means that, yeah, we have shells that will go right through that armour and cause all sorts of problems. I do like that gun setup. The 6-inch Mark II 45 caliber guns and fitting 8 of them on a protected cruiser long before cruisers are going to be mounting that much firepower. Well, GK2s aside. Very nice indeed. Sorry, I'm going to have to sink it. But good job. How's the battleship doing? Suffering. 33% crew loss. Oh, got a pretty big hit on the Kristen cutter there. No, what? How is that what I ordered it to do? Oh dear. Goodbye, Slava. Shame. Really like that ship. That is yours. Let me know in the comments. Very nice design. Fortunately, I think the it's going to get the wrong impression with it sinking on its first outing, but I mean, I think it did a reasonable job. How much damage did it do? 0. I didn't see the crew level before. It always defaults to cadets when the ship sinks. That seems surprising. Maybe just struggled to get any hits. There is a loose torpedo. Anyway, this dreadful rubbish in comparison. It's going to be dealt with very quickly. Torpedoes not counting because the battle has ended. Right. Shame that they didn't get to do any damage. It did fire 300 shots, but just not landing any. But again, all 10 years out of date by this point. Mind you, I'm going to check when my cruisers were designed, but I think it's similar, but it hasn't had the benefit of a refit or anything like that. And there's a lot of techs that get unlocked between 1905 and 1915. Good job overall, though. Right, I'm going to head back to the map. I also ended the turn, so we're now into September, and we have a pretty big fight. Oh, there's another one of them. Yeah, I did check. So 1905, if that's the design year, I'm guessing by the 05, is the same year that I designed the GK2s. So they are contemporaries. But the GK2s, of course, have had upgrades and refits since. LK1s were designed in 1901, so they're even older. Yeah, I think if they'd shown up in 1905, or well, 1906 realistically, because you'd have to build them, they would have been pretty nasty. But let's focus on what we got here. We've got 2 of the Don't Touch Me's, 3 armoured cruisers, and a bunch of smaller ships against an all-big gun affair from the Germans. Bellderschild, Wallerhof, Thornflogger, and Saxon, and Allerhoster, and Schwarzenberg. So there's 1 SS2, and the rest are SS3s and 4s, and the Caliban. And that's potentially a lot of damage. Alright. Battleships together, please. Turn off your quote-unquote avoidance. Caliban, form up. This is one of the invasion fleets from Norway, of course. It's split in 2. Although they're both operating in the same area. This is a sizable proportion of the Russian fleet. We will have to check after the battle where they stand in terms of forces. Lots of people saying you should stay at range as well. I often get that comment, stay at range. You can see here I am pretty much staying at range. And my hit chance is pretty low. But I'm not like charging in or anything. We're just, you know, calmly trying to get hits, build our accuracy, get enemy ships identified and things like that. Tend to sail parallel to the enemy line. Try and take out their small ships if they are doing what they're doing just now. And putting the small ships out to attack so that the capital ships are vulnerable and then move in for the kill. That tends to be how I approach most battles. But effective battle range in 1915... I mean, what are we fighting at right now? 8 kilometers? Seems pretty reasonable to me. There goes whatever ship that was. A little destroyer obliterated. It's an armoured cruiser. Where's one of those super cool light cruisers? No, not that. That's their scout cruiser that they got, which I'm very jealous of. Can't see it. There is one. It's maybe hiding under a smoke screen. Caliban out front. Trying to pick off those destroyers. Kornilov. Ural. Nope. So another light cruiser that's hiding. No. Why are you firing the mains at the destroyer and the secondaries at the cruiser? Makes no sense. Right, that one's fallen back. Go for the other one. AI doing that thing where it doesn't really commit with the destroyers. Just kind of has them sitting there out in the middle of nowhere. Lets them get picked off. I think they're far enough behind that you can go for the cruiser. The battleships have got the destroyers covered, I think. Yep. Destroyer's gone. Good. That was a good hit on the standards. There's one destroyer left. Man seems obsessed with destroying this. Oh, that's because I ordered it to. Right, you can switch up to the Archangel. Bring in. There it is. There's the ship I was looking for. Look at that gorgeous thing. Love it. I maybe personally myself would have dispensed with the N and the V turret. But 8 guns is better than 6. So I can't really argue too hard. Heavy cruisers taking a lot of fire from the 5-inch guns. 5-inch guns and a lot of these battleships are only Mark 3s. We're close to getting the Mark 5-inch, and that'll be a huge upgrade. Caliban, I was going to say having trouble getting damage in, but just got 2 hits to bite. And another one. Very nice. I think that is forcing them out of the light. You can hit the Varna now. Battleships obviously much slower and still having to work their way through the light forces. I think we're ready to start moving around. Caliban, meanwhile, getting well ahead of the enemy fleet. He's taking a few hits here and there, though. Flooding in a forward section. Oh, destroying a main gun on the Vendar, and boom. I think Caliban can take all the credit for that kill. Well, eventual kill. That's a mission kill at any rate. Right, I'm sorry, Kuban. You're a really cool ship, but you're getting a bit close there. Yeah, Vendar goes down for good. And the Archangel Uriel getting far too close to the German line, and yeah, keel basically ripped out from under her there. Cuban's still going. She's done a little bit of damage, 500 or so. Not really her intended target, I'm going to guess, though. No torps on her. Interesting. Pure gun. I can appreciate that design philosophy. Does mean, though, against capital ships like this, really don't have anything to worry about. Apart from a lucky flash fire or a ram or something. I think it would be very dangerous as a raider. Cuban dealt with. Now the other ships do have torpedoes. Slightly longer range than I was expecting. Another shield. Hits, but it does. Good, good. There's the General Kornilov. Torpedo avoid, please. We're all getting hit from all sides. On the armoured cruisers goes down. There's another armoured cruiser all the way over there. Prut and Diana. Again, getting smacked about. Pace of the battle slowed down just a little bit. Torpedoes. Fired the wrong way though. And sunk. You just have those two remaining light cruisers, which shouldn't take too long to send to the bottom. And again, minimal damage to the German fleet. No need to stop our offensive. Just the Prut. And no more. Victory for the High Seas Fleet. Once more. Excellent. Right. Balder's Shield's doing the most damage. By a fair margin. Everybody else chipping in. Actually, the General Kornilov did the most damage. Because you got 2 torpedo hits. Against who? Oh, the Caliban. I didn't even notice she took a torpedo. I thought she'd only taken gun damage. Okay. Fair enough. So ignoring that torpedo, though, did no gun damage and very little gun damage everywhere else. But look at the Cuban. You take torpedoes out of the equation, second only to a battleship. That's pretty good. Right, let's head back to the map. Right, last up is the three of the Z3s versus a Kirk class and 14 transports. I will show this one because I might make a boo-boo, but it's going to be time-lapse the whole battle, pretty much. So sit back and enjoy. And there we go. Glad I decided to time-lapse it because the cruiser just scarpered. Right, back to the map. I think that's all for this month, but I do want to check to see what state the Soviet fleet is in before I end the turn, so I'll see you there. Okay, they still have 3 battleships, a battlecruiser, 6 armoured cruisers, 7 lights, hopefully those cool ones. 5 destroyers. They're building 11, repairing 1. So they do have some stuff. Any other interesting navies? Look at that. British really suffering. I hope there's a Caledonia class because those were probably the best class that the British have. Americans sitting on 6. Okay. As for us, it looks like war with France is probably going to be the next thing, although Japan, Spain, Britain and America are all sore losers, all scratching for a fight. Oh, we're going to keep building that. Yeah, there's nothing interesting here. Well, we're getting boilers, funnels probably. No, just a blank tick. Okay, engines, marine diesel 1s. Interesting. I don't know what that's going to be yet. Turret mech. Anything interesting here? No, not really. Alright. Alright. Oh, Halloween finishes next month. That's quite exciting. That's quite exciting. Stormkaiser and Othello getting repairs. That's also good. So, naval invasion. We'll find out next month whether that 82% chance goes off or not. And I'll see you there for that. Well, before we get to that, France and Spain are at war. That's not good for Spain at all. Why am I hitting a port that I just took? I can see the change in colour. We are still losing the odd transport to Southeast Asia. That's how I noticed that. Really? Okay. Africa Corps off the boil, but we do take southern Norway. Very nice. I'm going to order the ships to into the Baltic. We're going to stick one fleet off Helsingfors, and the other, which I think is this one, off Hancock. Oh no, that was the one I already moved. You are going to go off Helsingfors. They should avoid the mines, one would hope. But yes, then we're going to launch a naval invasion of southern Finland, because the army is apparently not making any progress at all, despite the fact that the Soviets are only at 52% army logistics. And what kind of convoy battle have we got? Again, I'm just going to time-lapse this. Yeah, just going to time-lapse it, and I'll see you at the end of the battle. And there we go. Simple stuff. Right, I'm going to head back to the map. Alright, welcome back. I'm starting to feel quite tired. I've got a bit of a sore throat today, so that's why there's been a couple of time lapses that I would normally talk my way a bit through. Interesting thing has happened, though. The Russians have started a naval invasion of South Africa. They have one heavy cruiser here. It's not a 50,000-ton heavy cruiser, so they don't have enough. But South Africa is in the South Atlantic Sea region. Now, Russia does have power projection here of 260,000, and it's pretty big. It's a pretty big sea region, but I don't see 100,000 tons worth of ships. Okay, there's a fleet here, but they are headed, this is presumably the Pacific Squadron. They're currently heading back, as far as I can tell, towards the Baltics, obviously, because we destroyed the Baltic fleet. So I think what Russia has done is they sent the Pacific fleet round to defend against what we're up to here, which is the invasion of Finland, which I've just ordered. So I guess when this fleet was transitioning, it started the invasion, but they are way out of position. So that is almost certainly doomed to fail. But I just thought it was interesting to, because you very rarely see the AI starting a naval invasion, let alone of a player country. So I thought that was worth talking about. Yorick continues her efforts to topple the remaining Dutch province. So Yorick has progressed from getting battles to just toppling countries. She turned up in America and they had a revolution and signed a peace deal, and now she's just going to go and conquer Suriname all by herself. She's progressed to larger warfare objectives, apparently. And yeah, we're going to invade southern Finland. This convoy battle does look quite interesting, but I'm going to save that for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.